You guys ready for your next comedian? Oh, come on. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? All right, the next comedian coming to this stage, you've probably seen him all over Seattle. He has played... Where was he playing? All over Seattle, people. He has played at the Seattle Comedy Underground, Tacoma Comedy Underground. He's also the largest comedian coming up tonight. Please give it up, Scott Wilson.
Hey, keep going for Matt Black, everybody. Largest comedian, eh? I guess he was talking about my ego. It's alright. How's it going, Tila? Yeah, alright. It's good to be back here in Yakima. Except for I had to go to the ATM earlier and it said card declined. I'm like, what the hell, man? I called my bank. They're like, oh yeah, your card's been reported as stolen. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, I'm sorry, that's just common operating procedure for Yakima. I was like, damn it. I was hanging out with this girl a little earlier and I saw 2 ambulances going by. She's like, oh no, not again. I was like, well, there's no cop cars. That's got to be a good sign, right? And she's like, no, they're usually already there. You know, and I noticed there was a bit of a gang problem on the other side of the hills over there. You know, everybody's got to be repping where they're from. You know, I guess it's not too bad if you're from like Nob Hill. It's like, where are you from? Nob Hill. You know, Titan. I just feel sorry for the guy from Fruitvale. Fruitvale! Happens in Chicago. Jeez, man. Anybody a big fan of the Miners Burgers? Yeah. Oh man, I just want to meet the asshole who came up with Majors, man. What a dick move. I'm calling it Majors. Is that a pun on Miners? No. I totally came up with that on my own. Screw you guys. It's like, wow. Oh man. If you hadn't noticed, Carmen really likes cats and we've been staying with her the last few days. No, it's great. She promised she'd pay us in pussy when we left. Damn. I feel like Blofeld walking in there. Ooh, giddy. Oh, that was awesome. I'm not a complete stranger to Yakima. I was actually a military reservist, so I was stationed over at YCC for a while. About 5 years. Went to Iraq in 2009. I'm not lying, I didn't do shit over there. Like, honestly, I did nothing. Like, I'm not making that up. It's like the other guys have, you know. Some of the guys will come back and it's like, man, I was getting 2 or 3 headshots a day. I'm like, holy shit, man, you saw some combat over there? Like, fuck no, man, Call of Duty. I will mess you up. I'm like, alright, fair enough, man. You know, but I got so bored over there, I watched a Twilight movie. Oh, I still haven't heard back from the VA on my disability check. You know, and there were some myths that I ran into about the war, you know, and they're perpetuated by Hollywood and the liberal media and the Hershey Chocolate Company. Oh, think about it. Every movie you go watch, you know, like the American soldiers walk into the village. Oh, Meester, Meester, all the little kids run up. Oh, Meester, Meester, candy bar. Here you go, little buddy. When it's 120 degrees, I can't even get shit, man. Oh, thank you, Meester, for this chocolate. I will let my friends lick my hands. This is awesome. Oh, man. You know, but now that I'm back, you know, some of the guys in my unit weren't so cool when Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed. They're like, man, you start letting a man and another man get it on, let's stop from getting it on with an animal. I was like, well, I'm from Enumclaw originally, so this isn't a huge problem for me. 2 claps means yes. You know, and then they would go, okay, well, gays in the military, it won't work, man. I'm telling you, it won't work. And I was like, you're right. To be in the military, you have to be in peak physical condition, have impeccable hygiene, look great in a uniform, and be able to do mass choreography. Yeah, gays in the military won't fucking work, man. It won't fucking work. You know, and, you know, but one thing about being a Marine, you know, let's face it, I'm not what you think when you think Marine, man. Like, I'm fat as shit. I would not do well on a recruiting poster. You know, I got too fat and they actually let me go. They're like, you have to run 3 miles. It's like, I can do 3 miles. We said run, not walk, fat ass. It's like, alright, shit, you know. And a lot of the guys, you know, it's just real macho, you know, they always competing all the time, you know, everybody's trying to one-up each other. One guy was like, hey man, I saw your dick in the shower, I noticed it's small, smaller than mine, I got you! I was like, thanks buddy, I try and keep it pretty flaccid in the shower. I don't know what you're trying to do. It's like, hey guys, check it out, I got a big dick in the shower. Don't ask, don't tell, man, don't ask, don't tell, alright? You know, but one of my buddies, he was, you know, he actually joined the Army and he became a Ranger, and I don't know if you know anything about the Rangers, but, you know, they actually go through some really tough training, and those guys do, like, crazy missions, rappelling out of helicopters and crap, you know, and so he got back, and we were going out to celebrate with him for, you know, getting through Ranger School, except for we forgot that he blacks out after about 3/5 or so, and so he's blacked out, man, and he, like, knocks out 3 of my buddies, and they're like, hey! Scott's a Marine, he can deal with it, right? Oh, god damn it. I'm a reservist, and I drive a tank. I'm trained to kill people by pressing a button. This guy can kill me with his thumb. He's about 6'4" and 300 pounds. I'm closer to 300 pounds. This does not end well for me. So finally, I'm like, alright, I'll deal with him. You know, so I'm going at him, and, you know, he's like coming up to swing at me, and I see this trash can, and I throw it over his head, and I tackle him, and I sit on his ass till he passes out. Everybody's like, holy shit, man, you learned that in the Marine Corps? I was like, fuck no, man, WWF, brother! Oh yeah, I will knock your ass out! Give it up for Randy Macho Man Savage. Oh, I miss that guy. Snap into a Slim Jim. You know, but I finally got back, and now that I'm out and everything, you know, I've been thinking about doing all the things that I couldn't do when I'm in the military, like, you know, smoke a little weed, maybe join a gang. I'm leaning towards the Crips right now because blue really brings out my eyes. You know, but the Mafia has a lot better pension plans, so, you know, it's still open. You know, and I'm doing the research for it, and I'm like, hey, you know, anybody ever watch Gangland on the History Channel? Oh yeah, that's a great show, man. I don't even want to go outside. Shit, that's scary. Except for Gangland's running out of ideas. They already did all the big ones like Hell's Angels, MS-13, Bloods and the Crips, you know. They're running out of gangs to do. Now it's like, and this was the most wanted man in all of Vermont. After a long sting operation, the cops were finally able to bust up this illegal maple syrup operation. Oh no, it gets even worse, man. It's like, welcome to Shady Acres Retirement Home. Meet some of the characters. This is Shaky Evans, the name he got in his long-time battle with Parkinson's. This is Nurse Linda, also known as the Pusher. She hands out drugs on a regular basis. She's also known to sentence members to nap time for stepping out of line and being too cranky. It's like, oh man, damn. You know, but instead I just went back to college, you know, graduated the last spring from the University of Washington, actually. Thank you, thank you. You know, just because I have an education doesn't think I am better than everybody, just in more debt. Recent college graduate, or as unemployed as they've recently renamed it. Oh yeah, I graduated with a political science degree. That was fun. Oh no, and everybody's like, oh, political science, man, you should go into politics. It's like, that won't work. And they're like, why not? I was like, because there's video footage of me in Tijuana? I'm gonna get shut down before you can get on a ballot anywhere. They're like, well, you know, you're a veteran, you're educated, you know, you're white, middle class, you'll be a shoo-in. And I was like, I'm also pro-gay, pro-gun, pro-abortion. No fucking party's gonna have me, man. It's like, oh, fuck it, I'll just leave it to these other guys, man. You know, and while I was in college, I joined a college fraternity because I was like, hey, what's a really easy way to get alcohol when I'm underage? No, nobody else wanted to do that in college, just me. So I joined a college fraternity, and these are societies that were created to, you know, create gentlemen, you know, 150 years ago. And I don't even think that, you know, 150 years ago they would have any concept of a frat bro, man. Dude, party, man, fucking A! You know, 100 years ago, they had no idea that was coming down the pipeline. You know, but they probably had the same intentions, just with a bit better vocabulary. They'd probably be like, "Gentlemen, I believe we shall go courting some females tonight and imbibe them with alcohol to increase our chances of copulation." That was awesome. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of being in a fraternity is everybody would try and crash a party. Like, all the high school kids would come out. They're like, "Dude, bro, can we crash your party?" It's like, "What are you, in high school?" They're like, "Yeah, man, come on, party." It's like, "Oh, yeah, the girls, they love those high school boys. What is that, a Letterman jacket? Oh, yeah, you are a shoo-in, buddy. You have a 3.6 GPA in PE? Yeah, those sorority girls, oh, they go gaga for you high school boys. They'll love that, you know." So we'd always have to come up with ways of shooing them off. It's like, "Hey, man, are you guys having a party tonight?" It's like, "Yeah, man, do you like World of Warcraft? We're having a LAN party. It's going to be awesome. Oh, come on in." Or like, "Hey, man, yeah, you want to come on in for a male purity pledge? Come on, man, it'll be fun. It's all guys." They usually sent them running. But now I finally graduated, and I had to get one of those real jobs that I hear all you adults talking about. Oh, man, this is horrible. So I went online to look for all these jobs, and it's like, must be a team player. A little bit about myself: I played high school football as a third-string lineman for 4 years. I have team spectator down pat. Team player, not so much. You know, the big story that I have from my high school football days, you know, the has-been story? See that big old scar there on my right wrist? Yeah, I got that one during the big homecoming game, during warm-ups. Oh, and man, it wasn't even that cool of a story, you know. The guy had his helmet on, he tripped into my wrist. Now I've got a badass scar and a story that's not getting me laid anytime soon. Now I finally found a real job, though, and I don't want to tell you what company I work for. I'll just say I'm not such a great neighbor. Oh man, I fucking hate my job right now. How the hell am I supposed to sell insurance coverage to people that I can't even afford myself? Shit, man. Oh, and I work with these 3 girls. Every morning I get to hear the highlights of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and it's fucking Jersey Shore. It's like, oh, kill me now. Got even worse one day. There's a wall, actually kind of like this one, with a cat on top of it yesterday across the street from where I work. So for the next hour, all I get to hear is, "Oh, kitty!" Oh, kill me now, please. Shut the hell up. This girl's like, the kitty's stuck on top of the wall." It's a cat, it'll be fine. It got up there. "But what if it's stuck?" It got up, it'll get down. The cat'll be fine, just leave it alone. "Oh, but what if it's hungry?" It'll catch a fucking mouse. The cat doesn't care. If you were the size of a mouse, it would eat you. It's like, "But what if the kitty's lost?" It'll go home when it's hungry. Just leave the cat alone. It's like, "But the kitty is like," it's a fucking cat, it'll be fine. You're not very nice. It took you that long to realize it? Shit, man. Oh, I don't care. Oh, God. No, I'm finally glad, you know, I got the gig this weekend. And I was telling my friends back home, "Yeah, man, I got a gig." And they're like, "Where is it?" I was like, "It's in the Palm Springs." What? Where? Palm Springs? In Palm Springs? Wow, that's pretty far away, California. Yeah, it's the Palm Springs of Washington. Yakima? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Oh, see, like, I know. Well, Yakima County, alright. It's technically incorrect. Oh, man. So it was great, though. I finally got to tell my boss so I could get off work on Friday. You know, it's like, "Yeah, I got a gig in Yakima." He's like, "Yakima, where's that?" "Oh, it's like 18 hours away." It's like, "Really?" "Yeah, and I got to pick up the headliner at SeaTac at like 6 in the morning, so I'm going to be gone until at least Tuesday." It's like, "Oh, man, that sounds rough." "Yeah." Oh, man, I slept in. It was fucking glorious. I love that. Oh, but then it got me thinking about all my old jobs that I used to have. Like, I used to be a lifeguard when I was in high school and early in college. You know, and I used to work at Wild Waves on the west side over there. Oh, man, the speed slide, that was the best gig ever. You'd get these 16-year-old girls wearing like little string bikinis that would go flying off at high speeds. It's like, yes! This was the best job ever for a 16-year-old boy, man. You know, especially when they like just got the courage to go down the slide, they'd like jump up completely topless, just so proud that they finally went down the slide. Becky, I finally did it! Becky, no! Ah! Just run off. I was like, oh man. There was one downside working at the speed slides though. These little bastard kids would just stand in the bottom of the slide in the water forever. Be like, hey, get out of the slide. No, mister. Fuck you, lifeguard. Oh, god damn it. So I just radio up to the tower. Hey, send down the biggest, fattest guy you got up there, man. It's like, you know, this guy's coming down to the top, breaking the sound barrier. Little kid's like, hey, fuck you, lifeguard. Boom! Oh, look at him go. And he didn't stick the landing. Oh. That was great. And then all of a sudden you hear, Mommy! Better call security. It looks like we have a missing child report to file. It's like, oh, man. Then my other job as a lifeguard is I worked at the YMCA for a while. But one problem that we had there was that we would have this mentally handicapped or mentally retarded, you know, people come in and swim for once an hour, or an hour once a week. And they would come in, except for one guy had been raised by white supremacists. Just to paint the picture for you, imagine a guy head to toe in swastika tattoos and a helmet. And there was nothing we could do about it. Like, he'd walk in, you know, he'd wave hi, we'd wave Heil. Some of the moms would get really pissed off. He's racist! He's retarded! There's nothing I can fucking do about it! It's like, oh, just had to let it go, man. You know, so now that I got the real job and everything, you know, this comedy thing is paying so well. Nah, not really. Yeah, I'm raking in the girls right now. You know, one of my problems though is like, you know, I'm an introvert. People are like, an introvert and a stand-up comedian, that's weird. It's like, yes, but the difference is I get to talk at you. No idea. My buddy was like, well, you know what your problem is with the women, right? And I was like, no, what's going on? He's like, you just need to have more confidence when you go and approach girls, man. He's like, watch this. He's like, hey, babe, can I talk to you for a minute? She's like, yeah. He's like, that's it? And he's like, yeah, that's it, man. That's all you gotta do. So I was like, all right, I'll try. Hey, baby, can I talk to you for a minute? She's like, what? Can I just get directions? I'm lost. Yeah, you better get lost. He's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, okay, women want honesty. That's what you need to do. You know, they want honesty. He's like, well, I'm calling bullshit on that one, because if women wanted honesty, you know, they just go to casual encounters on Craigslist. Those are the most honest fucking men you're going to find out there. He's like, okay, well, maybe not honesty, but, you know, straightforward. They want men to be straightforward with them. I was like, well, a text message of my penis is about as straightforward as I can get. And he's like, okay, yeah, you're wrong. And I was reading this article in the newspaper the other day. It's like, men, you know, this woman was like, where have all the strong, mature, confident men gone? I was like, you're right, where have all the subservient, docile women gone? Fuck it, maybe gender roles are bullshit, I don't know. You know, and I was telling my friend, he's like, I'm like, you know, I have, you know, a lot of people say I have a thing for black girls. And he's like, what do you mean a thing? It's like, well, I've slept with one. And he's like, you've slept with a black girl? Well, I heard it's a little different or something, you know, with a black girl. And it's like, no, man, all the plumbing's pink. I didn't notice anything while I was down there. He's like, ooh. You know. So, then I was running into this other friend of mine the other day, and she looked really sick and pale and gaunt, you know, and I was like, oh, what's wrong with you? You know, you don't look great. And she's like, oh, well, I just started the vegetarian diet. And I was like, oh, that's good. I just thought you were anorexic. She's like, oh, how could you? She was also like, oh, yeah, and I'm also really involved in feminism now. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you were a chauvinist. She's like, a chauvinist? What are you talking about? Well, clearly, you know, you prefer your own kind, you know, maybe treat them a little better if you're a feminist. She's like, I'm not a lesbian, you fucking pig. It's like, hey, there's no need for allegorical name-calling here. Bitch. She's like, oh. One thing that was great, though, as a comedian, I got to drive up to Canada the other day with my buddy, and he's like, you know, but when we got on the road, he's like, hey, man, I brought weed brownies for the trip. I was like, hey asshole, we gotta cross an international border if you hadn't noticed. He's like, don't worry man, they'll be gone by the time we get there. I was like, oh, I fucking hate you right now. So we get up to the border and the guard's like, anything to declare? I'm like, not anymore. Of course my buddy's gotta be a dick about the whole thing. You know, he leans over and he goes to the guard, hey, good day, eh? Oh, I fucking hate you right now. The guard's like, what's wrong with your buddy? He seems a little off. And I was like, I know, officer, don't worry about it. It's chronic. He's like, oh. So then we get in an argument about it after we get over the border. And he's like, fuck you, man. And I was like, lick my boots. He's like, lick my boots, why don't you just say suck my balls? It's like, well, personally, suck my balls implies a negative connotation of the gay community, which I'm trying to avoid. It's like, wasn't lick my boots a little offensive to the fetish community? It's like, you know, if the fetish community is offended by lick my boots, probably just get off on it. Nah. So how are we doing tonight? Good? Yeah, alright. So, any special events tonight? Birthdays, weddings, parties? Nothing? Sela's just like, no, fuck it, we're going to a comedy show. We don't need no reason. So, you guys go to Central? Yeah. 2 4 Locos up front, please. It's alright. I went to a real school where we learned how to handle our alcohol. And still lose to a team named the Cornhuskers. Fuck that shit. Cornhuskers! Woohoo! Well, there's nothing else to do in Nebraska. I guess you can go pick some corn. That'll be fun. Where are you guys coming out from? Central? Oh, everybody from Central? You clap? Huh? Nice, alright. Notice none of you have wind blisters on your face. That's cool. School starts on Wednesday? Oh, nice. What are you majoring in? Chemistry. Wait, chemistry? That's a real degree. What the fuck is tourism? Tourism? In Ellensburg? Not Ellensburg? Okay, where do you want to be a tourism major at?
Somewhere with a nice beach.
Okay, Mexico's great. Alright, what about you, man? Chemistry major? That's good. That's a real degree. You can actually do shit with that. You?
I just got the sweater.
You just got a sweater? Oh, that is cool. It's like, no, I just want to show up to the tailgate and drink beer. Fuck this education shit. Anybody else? What are you guys from Central as well?
Hermiston.
Hermiston? What the fuck is that? A dead town? Alright. What about you guys? Camo? Oh, nice. Alright, cool. So you're going to come up with a new next miracle chemical or anything? See more colors? Well, I already got a guy who can sell me LSD, man. That's fine. What about the older people here? Anybody? What do you guys do? Older, relative to the younger people. You know, age is relative. What do you guys do?
I'm an engineer.
Engineer? Oh, cool. What do you do? Like build bridges and stuff? Okay. Alright, that's cool. Well, I hear you'll be in work here pretty soon again if this job bill thing ever fucking passes. Yeah? Alright. Fucking A. So happy Arbor Day, everybody! I'm fucking with you, it's not Arbor Day. It's not a real fucking holiday, man. Your mom doesn't call you up on Arbor Day. Hey, are you coming home this Arbor Day? No. Well, your brother's gonna be here. We're gonna go down to the park and plant some trees. You don't fucking get that. Arbor Day is a fake holiday, man. You know what? If you do want people to get on board with a fake holiday, here's what you do: alcohol. Earth Day kegers. Who's with me? Yes, kegs are recyclable. It's awesome. Okay, think about it. Cinco de Mayo, you know, the Mexican beat the French. Nobody really cared. I mean, beating the French isn't exactly that hard. What do? Dollar tacos, Coronas and tequila shots? Cinco de Mayo, fuck yeah! That's how you get all the fucking gringos on board. It's like, yes, Mexico is awesome, man. We need more of this shit. Fuck yeah. That's how the Irish did it. Jameson, Guinness, yeah. Just bring your alcohol with you. Hey, U.S. is full. We brought booze. Come on in, buddy. It's a party. Oh, it's awesome. The only problem, though, is when I'm trying to hook up with girls is I'm a premature ejaculator. No, I'm not making this up. Like, my buddy was like, oh, that's an easy fix. You just need to get laid more. I was like, wait. Because to fix my premature ejaculation, I need to get laid more, but I can't get laid more because I'm a premature ejaculator. I said, yeah, congratulations, my friend, you have the logic of a hamster wheel. And he's like, well, okay. He's like, well, have you tried Viagra or anything? Viagra really doesn't fix the problem, man. It's just kind of like getting in line for a shitty ride again at Disneyland. Hey, that was fairly disappointing. Shall we go again? I wonder if they changed the song. Nope, it's still a small, small world. Oh, yeah, that was horrible. Get some more coffee here. No, but when I usually do try and, hook up with girls, I have my custom approach. Here's what I do. Look across the room, find that special drunken girl. And when she goes to the bathroom, I'll hold her hair while she pukes. And after 4 hours of awkward spooning, get a pity fuck in the morning. I think the 4 hours of dry humping is probably what's causing the premature ejaculation. Not a chemistry major. Maybe you guys could work on this. It's an important problem to me personally. Let's see here. So does anybody else hate their fucking birthday? No? Everybody actually likes their birthday? Holy shit, man. Oh, man. Here's what I do. I never tell anybody it's my birthday. So then when all my friends were like, hey, man, it was my birthday yesterday. How come you didn't show up? And it's like, you didn't show up to my birthday party. Well, you never tell me when it is. Exactly. You can give me a gift anytime you want, man. So, anyway, let's see. Anybody have any big plans afterwards? No? Not at all? Just came in to Sela for comedy tonight. You guys aren't going to like the Silverlight or anything when you go back to Ellsworth? Silverlight. Wait, the Starlight Lounge? That's it! Don't quite remember when I was there, but I do remember the place. So what's everybody drinking tonight? Bud Light, beer. No. White people, whenever you ask us what we are, we always give off that list. What are you, for instance? Okay, what are you, for instance? Yeah. Like ethnically. You're white? Alright, this doesn't work. It's alright, he doesn't go to college anyway. Okay, does anybody actually know what the fuck they are for purposes of this joke illustration? German, alright. And nothing else?
Nothing else. All four of them.
Okay, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's like, oh, what are you? It's like, oh, well, I'm English, Irish, Scotch, and German. It's like, oh, that's great. But the one I do like is Scotch, because that's the only ethnicity you can list as a liquor. It's fucking awesome. So from now on, I'm Beefeater, Jameson, Jägermeister, and Scotch. Ah, that's awesome. Anyway, this has been my time, everybody. I thank you all for coming out. You ready for your next comedian to come up? All right.